Hello, you're listening to Truth from the Youth on 1320 WARA. We are so excited to have you guys listening, and we have very special guests coming on later tonight. Alex Vecchioli and Tyler Rocchio from the varsity lacrosse game. We also have an Instagram. If you want to follow that at truth_from_the_youth.
I'm very excited today. I'll start that off.
For the guest?
Yeah.
Super
excited.
So excited.
He's been a long time dog on this show. I mean, absolute dog. I've said that about Alex 100 times now, and we finally have the dog in the kennel.
And
That's
we
what I'm
also
saying.
have the brick wall, Tyler Rocchio.
The brick wall.
Tyler Rocchio, both the starting sophomores, both astounding first full years on varsity. Super proud of them and super happy to have them on. Can't wait for you guys to get exclusive interviews.
But more on that on the second break, so stay tuned.
I also forgot to mention that if you wanted to call in at any point in time, the number is 508-222-1320. Again, 508-222-1320. So start us off with joke of the day.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what? Last week I didn't forget, so go me for that one.
Go, John.
So this week's joke is, why should you never trust atoms? It's pretty good. So call in if you think you have the answer for that one.
Do you want to go into GNL?
Yeah, dive right into GNL, Johnny.
Dive right into it. All right.
Head first. In the deep end.
So GNL news, in case you guys don't know what it means, global, national, local news. So right now, for global news, right, starting off with G, there are protests and fighting at the border of Poland, Poland and Belarus.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty much like immigrants from the Middle Eastern countries, like Belarus was like, hey, come to our country. And so all of them went there. And then Belarus was like, hey, Poland's open. And Poland was like, no, we are not. So they built the government approved them to build a wall there, and
for which country? Poland is building.
Poland is building a wall to stop the immigrants from Belarus from coming in, but until that happens, Poland's like really stricting up, and they have police in riot gear, just like bordering it. And there's like thousands of people trying to get in.
I'll tell you what, I love Polish sausages.
Sausage from Poland is insane.
It goes hard.
We were talking about this. I mean, me and Connor were talking about this, how much we love sausage. Get a little roll, cheese, mustard, sausage, all
That's
you need.
the best way to get your sausage.
Best way.
Do love me some sausage.
National news, Johnny.
So Astro World, I'm sure everybody's heard about this. Travis Scott was touring in Houston, and pretty much there was a surge of people. Way too many, around 50,000, and 8 people died.
So tragic.
Yeah, 23 were hospitalized. Pretty much what happened was there were so many people, and it was so tight that like people just couldn't breathe. After a couple of interviews, I didn't do the interviews obviously, but they were like, as time got closer, just like it just kept on getting more compact and tighter, and I felt like I couldn't breathe. And I tried getting out, but there's nothing I can do. I was screaming, nothing I could do.
It was super difficult to get out of such a densely packed crowd of people that want to be there and that are going to try and continue to move forward. It's going to be very difficult to put a opposing force.
I also heard that they could tell from the beginning, just coming in, people were just barging in, just trying to get in as fast as they can, just taking over security, running them over. They just didn't.
Yeah, well, that was one of the problems because obviously all the tickets were sold out.
Yeah,
and so people wanted to go but couldn't get tickets because they were sold out. So they just
stormed it. I saw a video of them the metal detector. They pushed it over, and then just a bunch of people ran through. And then I was talking to somebody who has been to a big concert like that, and it's called crowd crushing. And they said that they couldn't move their arms out of position of this a hugging pose, and they heard stories of people that put their hands above their heads to wave and shout, and they couldn't bring them back down. I've heard stories where if you're a smaller person, your feet won't touch the ground. People will just pick you up because you're in the way, and it's crazy stuff. But I mean, if you're into it, I guess. But I could not see that being fun.
And
right,
Travis
if you can't move.
His apology was so half-hearted. It was just awful.
And there was like a lot of people like, hey, this is no bueno. Stop the concert, and they just kept on rolling.
There were chants of people screaming, "Stop the concert!" because there were people dead on the ground.
And I saw a video of him like looking at like a circle with like security guards or like the people like ambulance people or whatever they're called, and surrounding someone on the ground hurt, and Travis Scott staring at him and just continuing. It's just not right.
Yeah. He did. Right. He did end up stopping the concert like three. Three times because he was like, oh, hey, get somebody some help, but he still didn't. That was only 3 times, and there were 8 people that died.
And there were plenty more people injured with just getting trampled. Not good. Yeah,
and you know what? I always said, personally, the worst way to die is just like drowning. New answer. Being trampled at a Travis Scott concert. Yeah. That seems just genuinely so terrifying. Just loud music. And just like the feeling of hopelessness you have, just like there's
you can't do anything.
You can't do anything.
You know, it's so loud. No person is gonna look down. Like they think they're stepping on something, and they're probably like, oh, it's someone's bag. You know, they're not gonna think, oh, I'm stepping on someone and I'm killing them. You know,
then it's also a concert, so they're probably not fully there. Probably.
Yeah. And even like the people were chanting, like, stop the concert, please let us go. Like we're dying, and like I can't imagine just like pleading for your life like that and just like still
so terrifying.
Terrifying.
Prayers out to everybody who has been
absolutely
so prayers out to them. And local news, kind of a little bit of a Debbie Downer that was, but you know we're here to serve the news. So
Amen.
In Mansfield there's like a new private school.
Sorry, my headphones keep breaking. You know, I'm gonna invest in new headphones. But anyhow, Johnny, continue.
In Mansfield, there's gonna be they're planning on a new private school to be built, and big controversies over that in Mansfield. There was a school meeting about the new school, and there was like 200 people that showed up. Wow. Which I feel like is a lot for.
That's a lot
definitely,
of people.
Definitely. I mean, that's half our viewers on average. So and love you, fans.
Yeah, in the middle of it, like a couple dozen people just got up and left out of protest because they were so angry about it. They're just saying like how they think it's gonna ruin the neighborhood. You know, cutting down trees. You know, endangering kids that are like always playing around in the street.
Yeah,
stuff like that. So they are not big fans of that. So that is.
So was it supposed to be a big new school? Like,
I don't think it's going to be.
Or is it just like average?
Yeah, I mean, it's a private school, so usually private schools are smaller than your average like big public school.
People are paying for the smaller student to staff ratio and stuff.
Yeah, and I personally don't want to apologize right now because I don't know what's going on with one of the cameras, and I'm not sure which one it is. It's on Johnny though, and it's really blurry. Yeah, so we'll text Jim during the break, but I'm not sure why. I'm sorry. So just close your eyes and think of Pretty Johnny.
Think of me, yeah. Much appreciated.
Incredible.
But yeah, so that's our GNL news.
Moving on to Dan, you want to take the election?
Sure. So congrats to all the people that won last week in the elections. Michael Angelo, Kelly Bennett, Kate Jackson, they won city clerk. And then the large city council men and women, Ty Waterman, Jay Delisio, Kathleen DeSimone, Richard, I don't know the last name.
Conti?
I'm sorry. And then Peter
Bayless.
Yeah, Bayless, yeah.
Yeah, and then Paul Hero, third term.
So
congrats to everybody.
Congrats to everybody. I know I've seen everybody campaigning locally. This is local elections, by the way. Everybody's been campaigning and working the hardest, so congratulations.
Most of these people that got elected were already there, right?
I think all the city council at large were.
Yeah,
I think they deserve to stay. I think they're doing an amazing job.
Yeah. So they already know what they are doing. You know what I bet you guys didn't know?
What?
Ooh.
Before toilet paper, people used corn on the cob to clean themselves.
Well,
you know what? That's actually. I was reading that before we started, and I actually was like surprised. Like,
Connor, I bet I can one-up you though. I bet you didn't know, because I'll take my segment back. Thank you. I bet you didn't know golf is the only sport to have been played on the moon. In 1971, Alan Shepard hit 2 golf balls on the lunar surface with a makeshift 6-iron.
I did not know that.
I bet you didn't. So I really bet you didn't.
I didn't.
Did it just float away?
Oh yeah, he said it went on for miles and miles and miles. I mean, it was a pretty good hit, especially from being in outer space. But he missed the first one, so he took 2 swings at it, and the second one just was a bomb for miles.
You know what? I will say, golf is super underrated. You know,
I love golf.
It's hard.
Hard.
It's fun though.
As
it's
an
really
ex-golfee, golf is the best sport out there, I think, or easily one of them.
Why didn't you play this year?
I don't know. There's really no logical reason. I
did you
kind of
want
think
just-
I missed tryouts, and I was like, oh no, like it just came up so quick, and I will definitely be playing next year, so watch out. I mean, some call me the face of Attleboro golf.
Yeah.
I mean, shout out to Brennan Raymond. Hopefully, we'll have him on during the hockey season. He's a great golfer. He's the captain, and Parker Sack is also the captain. Great guys. But I was golfing with Connor one time. And
oh no, this is a good story.
And this is the first time I've ever seen this ever happen ever. So I'm sitting there, right, and we line up, and there's this guy at the first tee, he's watching us, right? And
He works there, by the way.
Yeah,
He's
he
like
works
an
there. He works there,
employee.
right? And so Connor takes a swing at the golf ball, misses, and on the third or fourth go,
My hands are getting sweaty. Like
Yeah.
it's a humid, warm day.
it's
out.
a pretty warm day, but Connor just in the follow through of his swing, let's go.
I did not let go. It slipped out of my hand.
I duck and it flies all the way over to the putting green, and I was like, no way. I'm laughing hysterically, and the guy comes up to us. He's like, I've been playing golf and working in golf for probably more than half of my life. And son, I can tell you, I've never seen that before. And I'm like, I bet you haven't, bro. Incredible. The guy checked up on us 3-4 times in that golfing place.
He got scared for my
I
presence.
mean, we ripped up the course.
It was fun, though.
It was fun, but we
me and
shredded
Jimmy
the course.
almost tipped over on the golf cart. We were going up a hill, swerving. The tires just stopped working, and me and Jimmy luckily get away with our lives.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. They gave me a golf cart too, and I hit a tree.
Because we were 15. I was so surprised that they gave us without even asking our age.
I hit a tree straight on,
And then you
straight up a tree.
And then you reversed into our card.
That I did, yeah. I'll say it now. I'm not a good driver. When I get my license, you better get off the streets because I am very bad at driving.
You know what? You just sticking on golf real quick. Harry is probably the most skilled He did not the most skilled golfer, but he did probably the most skillful thing I've seen a golfer ever do. First time golfing with him. This kid, right? I mean, he's a big guy. He lifts weights, and so he comes out there with Big Bertha, the driver, hits it as hard as he can, straight to the right, and all of a sudden we hear, holy moly. And we were like, oh, you okay? Harry didn't know to scream for. It was...
So you miss. I hit a kid in the foot.
Yeah, he could.
And that's not the second time. I'm also the first person at the Attleboro golf team to hit somebody standing behind them while playing golf. I was driving, and there's a girl on the team named Sam, and she was standing directly parallel to me. And usually that's a safe zone, but I was driving, and I absolutely pinged her in the shin.
Ow, bro.
Darted her in the shin.
It's gonna hurt so bad.
Yeah, I don't know how it happened. She was limping the rest of the day. I felt bad. But moving on from the golf topic, let's talk a little bit about girls. I think all Attleboro teams are officially out of the playoffs, right?
Yes,
Am I
correct.
right?
Yeah.
So, but we had a really good run. I mean, I'm super proud of Attleboro this year. Let's just start off with girls soccer. I'll start us off, then Connor, you can add to it, and you too, Dan. But so they lost. It was pretty.
Well,
hard
after
loss.
they won.
They
had a
won.
great first
They
game.
won. Yeah, John, actually, you take it over. You
right.
start us over.
So yeah, in the first game, I don't remember exactly. I think it might have been Springfield, or was that the second game? I don't know.
No.
But they did end up winning 3-0. Jamie Davis with 2 goals, and Callan Gray with another goal. Great game. Shutout by Lexi Campbell.
Yep.
And
amazing goalie.
Yeah. First time in 14 seasons being back in the playoffs.
Oh yeah.
And they win their first round. What more can you ask for?
It makes it even. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. Though.
Yeah.
It was a devastating loss.
I also heard they were playing I think it might have been the next game they lost. They were playing number 2 seed or number 1.
Yeah, they were a
The
good
whole
team.
state.
From what I hear, and they lost 4-0 by the way. But I was talking to the teammates, and from talking to the team, they were talking about how the team consisted of very tall, very strong and athletic players, and not only very athletic built players. They also had very, very good skill, and we were outmatched. And then there was a concussion protocol for one of our defenders, and we were hanging in with them. Right, the first half we were hanging in. They ripped 2 on us, but we were hanging in by literally just kicking out of bounds and saving it. That way, so they wouldn't get it. Yeah. And then the second half, apparently we just fell down. Yeah. So it's a tough loss, but great season, ladies. Shout out to Livy and Allie, second guests on the show, first female guests. So you guys did awesome, and we're very proud of you here at Truth from Youth.
And then I don't want to go into boys soccer because we're having two of the better. Nope. No. 2 of the stars on in just a quick minute, and so let's go into. Do you want to do football, Dan? And you want to take this away?
Yeah, take us away, football. And make sure to dabble a little bit in the powder puff.
Powder puff. So the Attleboro football team picked up a consolation game. So if you don't know, consolation game is just a fun game, kind of. It matters to the teams, but in record-wise, it does not matter.
Yep.
Again, they played them against New Bedford, so it's kind of a makeup game because in the season the game got canceled because New Bedford got COVID. Complete blowout. Not even a game. And Attleboro was the one that was winning the blowout.
Finally, it's nice to be on the giving side.
42-0 was the score. There were touchdowns scored by senior Caden Murray. He scored 2 of them. Sophomore Adrian Rivera scored 1, who's an absolute dog.
Dog.
And then sophomore Aiden Pantages scored his first ever varsity touchdown.
I was super proud.
And that was also Matt Harvey's first touchdown pass, I'm pretty sure.
Nice.
No
Good
way.
for Matt.
That's great.
And then junior Anthony Salviati also scored a touchdown.
Anthony Silviati is a different type of dog.
Yeah.
He is a pure breed dog.
He had a hell
He's
of a
such an
game.
athlete.
He's so good at he's so well rounded. He's so versatile, and he's a great player.
So if I heard it, and I'm pretty sure it's correct too, Attleboro had 500 yards of total offense, and then we also got a defensive touchdown for once. Our defense is really good, but we never get defensive touchdowns. We got a scoop and score by Ethan Lako.
And then Aiden Hawkwater got a pick, correct?
He also got it, yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy. And then he came in and had a good game.
So Anthony Salviati made the first 2 extra points, and then sophomore Daniel Sargero made 3. It was a crazy game.
Yeah.
And this week they're going to be taking on BC High. So
you were a part of the team.
Yeah, sorry.
Yep.
And then you got to go in. A lot of
I get to go
younger players got to go in. Super cool. And one of the Caden Murray's touchdowns, my goodness, it was he got through the line.
Yeah,
no one could catch him.
Just beautiful blocking. It was right.
That line
had
a great game.
They had amazing game. There was a lot of.
Yeah, we will discuss more on that. But right now we have to go on a break. When we come back, we will be sitting with Alex Vecchioli, Tyler Raccio, and we will be talking a little bit about the Powder Puff game. That's how you say his name.
Raccio.
A rock E.
Somebody told me it was Raccio. All right, Raccio. Sorry about that, Ty. A little bit of volleyball, and then we will move right into soccer. Thank you very much.
And we are back with Truth from the Youth on 1320 WARA with our special guests, Tyler Rocchio and Alex Vecchioli. Super excited to have you guys on. So why don't you guys just give us a quick introduction about yourself?
Hi, I'm Alex Vecchioli. I play for the Attleboro boys soccer team.
Hi, I'm Tyler Rocchio, and I also play for the Attleboro boys varsity soccer team.
Nice. So happy to have you guys on. I mean, Alex, absolute dog. I'm so very happy to have you on. And just a brick wall over here. Give me up. A brick wall over here, and I'm fired up to have you guys on. I love you guys personally. You guys, I've been to a couple of your games. It gets a little rowdy. It's getting a great season. So we're very fortunate to have you guys on, and yeah, so I'm so happy.
All right. So since we have the boys soccer representatives, how about we go right into the topic of boys soccer? So Thursday, you guys had a very, very entertaining and intense game against New Bedford Whalers. Oh my goodness. Last week I talked about North Attleboro's fans. Those fans, I think they actually wanted to end some of the players' lives.
Yeah, definitely. We were forced out through our own parents. Actually made us a wall, and they forced us out to the back, and we were escorted onto the bus to not make a single sound. And we had kids from New Bedford coming up to our bus still saying stuff.
It was terrifying.
It was. I was very terrified.
As the cameraman,
it was really that bad.
Yes,
it was awful.
They were screaming at us through fences. It was bad.
I mean, they're always gonna hate on the grape. They're never not gonna hate on the grape. When you guys have people like you, Tyler,
Yanni had a standout
performance. Cashel Stuger, obviously a staple in the defense. They're just gonna hate on the grape, and you just gotta remember that.
I will say too, I saw the video, Tyler, of you blocking the goal. I was there live. I was dying laughing. You ran so far.
Let me go into that celebration. Tyler, traditional thing in soccer, everyone runs to the corner when a goal is scored. Tyler starts to run to the corner and curves away.
Goes way out of the way.
Everyone's trailing behind him, and he's curving away to run to the back.
I look like Tyreek Hill. What can I say?
Everybody was chasing him.
I've never seen Tyler run that fast before.
It was so much fun. It went into it was tied 1-1 going into the end of the second half, 2 overtimes, and then a very, very intense shootout. I guess one of the New Bedford shooters liked the taste of the pole. Shot it just absolutely doink off the post.
And I was like, when I saw that happen, I was like, W. Right? I was like, our boys don't miss. W.
Yeah, that's what our coach was saying. He was like, all it takes is one miss and one save, and you can win this. And I was like, all right, coach.
Yeah, I was like, I know Tyler was gonna save this, but he doesn't have to. Our boys don't miss. Our boys don't miss.
Alex, Ezvin, and Kyle Neufendorf all nailed theirs. Neuendorf, right? Sorry, yes. I'm used to calling him Neufendorf for tennis season, just as a joke. Neuendorf, and then Tyler, you got an incredible save at the end. You actually made the save with your foot after hitting it.
Yeah,
that was just so crazy.
The answer was like a save and a save again. And still save.
No, so it hit off my hand, and then it hit my foot and was still gonna roll in. And from my teammates, Alex can correct me if I'm wrong, they were all running already, and then they were hesitant, and then I saved it again, then they started running.
You had to save it 3 times.
Yeah.
The ref had to clear it up with us, and he crossed his arms out. No goal.
No, very very dramatic ref.
Yes. Yeah. And I did see, and I saw on the video too, that you did get cheap shotted.
I did. I got pushed over.
Yeah, just a couple times.
And I saw your teammates, sticking up for you. How do you feel about your teammates sticking up for you, man?
That's just how we do it in Attleboro.
Yeah.
Way to get nasty.
It gets nasty. I got hit. It happens a lot during the game. I'm pretty used to it. I just get up, walk away. Kids will be like that.
Yeah, honestly, that's the most sportsman thing we've heard all show.
He shoved you in the back, and then Yanni, this is where he started to just get to that next gear for his incredible game. He gets back up to you. He gets all in their face.
Well, you know what I think the big mistake on that New Bedford player was? It was right in front of our bench. Yeah. So all our boys started getting hyped up when Yanni stood up for me.
Exactly. And it's one of those things where it's especially like regular season games, that's one way to get the whole bench riled up. But when you get into an advanced level game like that,
I mean,
with
emotions are
the
high.
It's a different level.
Yeah.
It really was a turning point because, right, I think from that play, that's when I scored to tie it up.
Yeah. And like Yanni definitely got in that
Literally.
kid's head right after
did.
that.
Oh yeah.
His mental game is insane. And, we see the team get behind your back. Maybe that's why you are going to be the junior captain next year.
Yes.
Yes,
Congrats to you,
congratulations.
Alex.
Thank you, guys.
That's just so huge, so awesome.
Alex Feccioli was recently elected along with Lucas Marks, and thank you, and Esvin Morales. I don't know last names, but congratulations to all three of them. You guys will be leading the team next year. Like, how do you feel about that?
It's exciting. I was kind of wondering, like, will I be captain next year?
Mm-hmm.
But it is really cool to be captain, and we're going to start soon. The season just ended, but
I mean,
we're
it
picking
starts
right
now.
back.
Off-season starts now.
Off-season starts now.
What is your plans as a captain? You're gonna be like that captain that everyone just loves. You can be a captain that's super strict. Like,
I
what do
think
you
it's
see
gonna.
yourself
It
as?
has to be a mix of both. Like.
Absolutely.
I'm not trying to have like some power grab, but
yeah.
we're gonna be fit. We're gonna get into the season. And
make sure
it's gonna be good.
Because you want to have a good mix of it to make sure that you have good chemistry, but you also can perform well. Because without one or the other, then the team crumbles.
Yeah,
exactly.
But
I mean,
sadly,
you said it the best.
Someone didn't get captain, but that's okay.
I mean, I think all three are very good candidates. I think they're going to do a good job. I mean, I'm only a junior, so
There's a lot of time left.
Yeah, exactly. I got 2 more years. I'm not expected to be a junior captain. I'm aiming for my senior year, but
And it's one of those things. Like, I also play goalie, so I understand that. Like, we play, even though if we're not captains or anything, we play such a vital role on the team.
Like we communicate just as much as a captain.
A vital role as a leader, especially a defensive leader. It's such a big role, especially when it comes game time. Like it's huge. I mean, you do it so well. Like Connor said, I believe we have it. You're the shepherd to the flock of the flock of the team.
And that's why I was just so surprised that you didn't get it.
Hey,
but
man,
you know what? You have senior year.
Exactly.
You're very prominent.
I'm just gonna focus on playing my game, and then.
And hey, man, they don't call you the brick wall for no reason.
And to make it into a good note, I did see that you got nominated for Hawk Player of the Week. How do you feel about that?
I was very excited. Sucks I didn't win it, but the kid that did win it, I mean, he definitely deserved it. 5 touchdowns in one game. I think that's a good reason.
Say what happened in school today.
So I was looking, and so I follow Hawkmock Sports on my phone.
Class, right?
What?
Was it in math?
No, I was at home at this point. So I got the notification on my phone, and it was from Twitter, and it said Player of the Week represented by Morris Insurance, and it said Tyler, and I was like, oh, I won. And then I kept reading, and it said does something, I forget his last name.
DeMatteo.
Yeah, and then it said North Attleboro football. So I was just looking at the Tyler and the Attleboro, and I put 2 and 2 together. I was like, oh, look at that, I won. Yeah, but
wow, what a roller coaster.
Nothing's coming home.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Though, it's even being nominated is huge, right? Getting your name out there.
Exactly.
Because that means that you had the caliber week to have be.
Yeah, and then definitely the potential to hit it again.
Exactly.
Yeah. Let's take.
Let's take a caller. I think tradition. The guests have to harmonize the hell out.
Yeah, we'll do it
together. They're gonna do it alone.
Are we gonna solo them?
I will say I loved having Livy and Allie on. I'm sorry. But their hellos were lacking. So let's see if you guys can one up them.
So we'll have them do it together.
Yeah.
Without us. All right.
On 3. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Hello.
Wow, that was amazing.
Had
the nice deep note.
Somber for sure.
You're on air. What's up?
Hello. Who are we talking to?
Oh my God, stop. I didn't know you were going to answer.
Oh, well, we did. Congratulations. Your wish came true. Who are we talking to? A student?
It's Juliet. John told me to call.
Oh, well, hello, Juliet. Do you have any insightful input? Anything you want to say? How about we give you the joke of the day again and see if you can get it?
The joke of the day?
Yeah, the joke of the day. Why should you never trust atoms?
Adams as in like people named Adam, or like Adam?
Adams
as in like the building blocks of the universe.
Yes.
I don't know.
Well, I'll tell you right here, because they make up everything. and give it a little clap. But zing. Well, thank you so much for calling in, Juliet.
I had a question.
Oh, all right. Well, I asked you if you had a question.
Well, I think they're going to talk about it. I wanted to know your powder puff predictions.
Yes. All right, yes. I thank you so much. So the tensions are high. Juniors and seniors, tensions are high. The seniors are 4-0 with the Spirit Rally. So, you know. 4, sorry. And so the juniors are really hanging that over their heads. And so I think it's going to be an intense game. Both teams have absolute weapons just waiting to be let loose. And, you know, I think the games can be electric. I think each team, especially juniors and seniors, they have very skilled coaches that play football. So I'm excited to see where people get placed. But I'm going to have to go out with the senior dub. I think the seniors just have a little more oomph in their step.
Yeah.
They're coming out angry. They're coming out wanting to win.
I have to respect the seniority.
Yeah, I feel like the seniors, you know, going winless in their careers for pep rallies. I feel like they have that extra gear and that need. Like they're gonna want it more. So I think that they will take
they need to win. I mean, it's kind of sad that they haven't.
Do we know the coaches for the teams?
I know some of them,
and I know Keegan and Cole. Keegan's coaching seniors, Cole's coaching juniors. I know. I'm sure there's more.
Isaiah, I'm pretty sure.
Isaiah Miranda is with the juniors for sure.
Hendy is also with the juniors, pretty sure. Spencer's also with the juniors. And then I think for seniors, I think it's I think Freddie's one.
Yeah, I've seen Freddie go to a couple practices.
I also think Alvin's one as well.
Yeah, I mean, whatever it is, it's going to be a good game. So show up.
Yeah. What are your guys' thoughts on this?
I honestly think the seniors are going to take it as well as you guys. They definitely have the drive. And I mean, it's your last game, so you got to leave it all on the
Hey, they have the drive and they have the power.
They stay hungry, they devour. They put in the work, they put in the hours.
You do.
And they're going to take what's theirs.
You know, the juniors have some dogs.
It feels good to say it, right?
It does feel great. And I don't know. They've had a good record against the seniors. I think it's going to be tight, though.
Hey, let's dive into some little more personal questions.
Before we dive into personal questions, we do have to take a break.
Another break.
It will be, 2 minutes max. So everybody stay tuned. And we're looking forward to you guys tuning back in and asking more questions to the amazing guests.
Nice.
And you're back on 1320 WRA, listening to Truth from the Youth. If you'd like to call in, we are taking callers at 508-222-1320. And again, we're back here with Tyler and Alex. So the headphones are so hard to figure out. I was messing with them before, like during the break, and then the break started ending, and now I gotta fix them. So I'm fixing them, Harry.
All right.
Yeah. So
or Connor.
So the headphones are probably one of the most difficult challenges.
I can't fix them.
Yeah.
You can ask Connor, Harry. I can't do it.
Yeah. We have to do it for Dad.
And
All right.
I got him.
So Alex, let's dive into you.
Let's go.
Let's get into you. Let's start with this. Do you play for any club teams?
I do. I play for a team called NEFC. It's New England Football Club.
This is a big club?
Yeah, it's a pretty big club. It goes, it's all throughout Mass, New Hampshire, Connecticut.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And so
all over the place.
So like, a lot of people say like you're pretty good. Like right now, some would say you can make it on the Revs at the moment. Like you could. No, you don't think so? But do you see yourself going anywhere like the Revs or?
I think I want to go to college and play soccer. Tyler's nodding his head.
Yeah, I think he can.
Yeah.
I think if I really like put my all into it, I think I probably could. But
and I know you have the ability to.
Yeah, but I think that's not really what I want to do. You know, never eliminate.
Yeah, what is it you want to do?
Me and Connor and Dan take culinary together. I think like a career in business and culinary sounds really interesting.
Yeah, that'd be.
And I also love math, so
I will attest that he, and guys who haven't met him, he doesn't look it, but seriously, one of the smartest guys I know.
Alex,
like,
he's so smart. He is so smart.
It's
well
like,
balanced.
It's so
very
incredible.
Very nice and a good leader. I mean,
polite.
He makes any group in culinary be
A good
good group like right now.
I can't. It's devastating to see such a well-rounded person. I mean, you're lethal in every aspect.
Thank you.
We haven't talked about this yet. For new viewers, or not even new viewers, people that don't watch boys soccer, what position do you guys play? How long have you guys been playing soccer? Stuff like that.
Get the generals. We'll start with
the general
because we just
So I've been playing soccer since I was about 4 or 5. Actually, not gonna lie, I was a very good striker back on those little pug nets. I would score like 7 goals a game, have to get subbed out. You know,
debatable.
I was.
Shots fired. The moms wouldn't give you any orange slices because you were taking up too many goals.
I mean, actually, they actually kind of liked me. So I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my.
So when did you start playing goalie?
So once we hit 8 years old, we could start playing Bays, which is a travel league outside of Attleboro, but still inside Mass.
Yep.
And so our coach was like, "We need a goalie," and I was like, "Looks fun."
Yeah,
you know?
that's the same thing.
My brother played it, so I was like, "I'm interested." And so I hopped in net. I mean, I started to like it. I had a good team around me. I think you were on that team.
Yeah.
That was when we first met, and we've been friends ever since. And yeah.
That's how I started. Like,
story.
it's when you start, especially if you start playing when you're young. The coach is like, "Hey, somebody needs to hop in the net this week," and like you're like, oh, well, "Why not? Volunteer?" And then you get hooked, right?
Yeah.
And then you never go back. Like
Exactly.
I personally could not see myself playing any other position other than goalie.
Well, see, like in my span of like 5th to 6th and a little bit of 7th, I was like wanting to play the field.
Did you just want to score goals? Like, be honest.
Yes, I wanted to feel how everyone else.
glory.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Like I never felt before New Bedford. I wanted to feel New Bedford as a field player, but I never thought I'd have the chance. And so sometimes even at practice, I'll ask coach, "Hey, can I play striker?" Just to have fun.
Yeah.
And he's actually said yes once, but I got hurt. So.
Oh, risky.
All right, how about you, Alex? How long have you been playing?
So I've been playing same thing. I think since I was 5.
I don't want to.
So
I'm just gonna say I did play soccer with Alex when I was 5.
Oh, so he's there since day one.
Yeah.
dynamic duo, right?
Yeah, we actually were.
Yeah. Get him back on
I
the
used to
field.
just pass it to Alex. You know,
So why'd you quit?
too much running. I'm gonna be
Yeah,
honest. I don't want.
No,
I can't.
get Daniel some Pumas and get him back on there.
Yeah, I did not want to run.
Yeah, it's a lot of running.
So yeah, I've been playing for over 10 years now, and I play center mid and striker. Which striker is like, you know, up top. You're
So-
trying to score goals.
That's what you were against Needham, right? You were the.
Yeah.
Or was
What
that
do you-
I was
the
the
one.
only one.
What do you
Yeah.
play mainly? Because I was talking to one of the girls that play center mid, and I asked them why they don't score as much.
So okay, I'll
So-
clear it up. So this year for Attleboro, I played mostly attacking midfield, which is you still have to get back on defense a good amount, but you're really trying to look forward and score goals and create opportunities for your teammates, which I did a decent amount this year.
Just
But-
a little.
Yeah.
But for NEFC, I play defensive midfield, so you really don't get that high up the field.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
like there's differences in all the different positions.
So-
Nice.
What do you like better? You like club or high school?
That's a really good question.
That is
I
a good
think
question.
I think I enjoy different parts about each, and it's good to have both because they balance each other out. Because by the end of the high school season, you're like, I really can't wait for club.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And by the end of the club season, you're like, I want high school.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
high
yeah.
school is a little more relaxed. Like,
Uh-huh.
like you still want to try hard and win, but club, like the coaches,
It's
are
a
awesome.
different
So, like-
They're
level. It's a
on-
different level.
Are-
I mean,
if
yeah.
you're getting like looked at and stuff, are you better off? Like, do you get more looked at playing club or high school?
Definitely club.
Definitely club. I mean, we travel a whole lot. We're going to Florida a couple times this year, North
Yeah.
Carolina.
Yeah, and like they invite to the tournaments. They invite coaches.
Mhm.
You know.
Yeah.
So then, Tyler, you play club as well, right?
Yeah.
Who do you play for?
I play for Nova, and they are out of Rehoboth. I actually just joined this year
Nice.
after
Where
playing.
did you play before, Bays?
I played Lusitana. It was a small
Right.
club out of Cumberland, but I had
Mhm.
to
I went to one of those games inside.
move away from them because I wanted to go to a higher skill level,
Uh-huh.
and
Yeah.
so I don't even know the name of my league anymore. But I know we're traveling, not as
Yeah,
much as him, but I know
yeah.
we're traveling.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, I know we're going to like a few college showcases, so
Oh,
we're gonna
so
have college
Nice,
coaches
nice.
there.
And so both of you guys are very good at what you do. Like with you and your saving, and especially I want to point out your footwork. Like, what do you train to get like your footwork to where it is, and what do you do to like practice and get to where like your stopping ability is so high?
So one of my favorite things is over the summer, like, you know, in the off season is where everything happens.
Yeah, when the
it's
lights aren't
really
on.
hot.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
When it's really hot, I love to go out to the field just by myself and just literally just dribbling up and back, just practicing my footwork.
That's just a repetitive
Mhm.
footwork. I mean,
Yes.
because I've seen some of your moves, and you straight up bedazzle me. like his foot's there, and the ball's out of there. And I'm like, wow. What about you, Tyler?
Yeah, so as a goalie, you can't do I mean, you can,
Yeah.
but the selection of drills you can do on your own are very
minimal. Without a shooter. Yeah.
exactly. So obviously the one person on our team who is always at the field is Alex. So I would
Yeah.
always text Alex. I'd be like, "Want to go to the field today?" He'd be like, "Yeah, sure."
That's what
And
makes it so
so
perfect. Yeah.
I would just do pretty much the same drill over and over, so that way I become perfect at one thing,
Yep.
and then I move on to another thing, get perfect at another thing,
Mhm.
and so I still have things to work on. But
Obviously, there's the ceilings.
I'm never
Yeah.
gonna be
Like-
perfect.
Yeah.
But
What's
Do you
the
see-
main thing you're gonna
Yeah.
work on this off season?
probably contact while going up for a ball,
Mhm.
because a few times against specifically New Bedford and Needham, I'm 5'9.5", 5'10",
Yeah.
so I'm not a big kid. Alex is 6 feet. He has a higher vertical than me,
Oh,
which makes it just he can jump higher than me. So if he's on the other team, there's no way I'm getting to a header if he's already there.
Yeah.
So I have to work on my vertical and be able to come out strong.
And the main thing is Manitou for training off season.
Oh yeah.
You guys are both longtime goers, and
Mhm.
you know, big news. I am going to be going for the singing.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've always just wanted to go to Manitou just for like
Go for
soccer
singing.
and,
It's awesome. Please.
and
It's just
not-
amazing just
yeah.
to go for the experience, just
Yeah.
so that you can say
It just
I
looks
went to Manitoba.
so fun. Like I wouldn't even be good. I would just pass it to Alex
I
and,
would just
and
give
just
it
put
to
the
Alex,
teamwork in. You know, I would be fine riding left bench, but I've always wanted to go so bad. And
Do you
like
want to go
Connor,
for singing?
yeah, I might go for singing.
I gotta
Who
say,
knows?
I will go
Who
for singing.
knows?
I don't
would
care.
go for
Mr.
singing.
Pereira said that I'm gonna if I go, I'm gonna be in. Like, I'm not gonna be in the same cabin as the singing group. I don't know if like that's
No,
how
you'd
it
be
does.
with us.
Yeah, I'd be with you guys, and like that would just make it so much more fun.
How does that work? Like, why would you be with them?
Well,
Because most of the drama girls are from Watertown,
Well,
and
and
they're
they're
girls.
girls.
So he can't be in a girls' cabin.
And then would they just be like, oh, instead of putting him in a cabin with all the like drama guys, they just put him in with.
There's
you guys?
not a lot of
Well, I
drama
don't
guys.
think there's enough
Like-
drama guys to make up a whole cabin.
For last year, there was I think 1 or 2 drama guys, and they just put him with. So he was from KP, so they put him with KP.
So does he just like? Would you
make
just
it
go in the
4.
cabin with you and then
He'll
you just,
yeah. So when we go to our sessions, our skill sessions, he'll go to his rehearsals or whatever.
I'll do
Singing.
singing sessions.
I hear
Yeah.
there's volleyball, right?
There
Yep.
is.
Is it only female volleyball or is
Yeah.
it male?
No, it's only female.
I bet you could. Probably.
I mean,
squeeze
yeah, you
it
could
in.
probably,
yeah,
yeah.
You
I
could
could
probably
talk to
go
somebody.
for
I could send
volleyball.
an email.
might
No.
have to shave the beard.
But I gotta say,
Yeah.
the best part about camp isn't even the soccer.
It's color war.
That's true. Color war, like the camp divides in half, and like sometimes there's there's a few hundred kids there.
Yeah.
Whole camp divides in half. There's a gray team and a maroon team, and you go at it in different.
Yeah,
I've
friends are not friends.
Yeah, oh no.
Like enemies turn into friends. You'd be surprised. We were not on the same team, and I don't know if someone would like to explain how they cheated, and
That's
they
what
still lost after a 90-point comeback.
Wow.
90 now, for the point system, what is 90 points?
It was a lot.
So so you start off by undigging a hatchet, and that consists of your chief of your tribe.
Who's the chief of yours?
Who was our chief?
Fake fan.
Oh, Colin Golden was my chief. And so he had a list of paper and he chose people. You'd go up, take one dig, lift it up. If you had the hatchet, it was half a point. And that's how you start it. The next day after that, you normally after the hatchet, you'd go play dodgeball, but we couldn't this year.
COVID, I'm guessing.
Yeah, but we ended up doing it at the end instead. And so the next day, you start off breakfast, silent, lunch, silent, dinner, silent.
Worst part of the week.
And because it's supposed to show respect, because at Manitou is a name of a god, I think an Indian god, and so it's like respect to tuck in your shirt and show respect to him.
So you just don't every lunch or just
It's
just that one day,
and then
and that fell.
So how long is the
30 minutes.
No, I mean how long is the color wars?
It's one day.
Just one day.
Yeah,
and then towards the end, I'm guessing.
It's Thursday, and we leave on Sunday morning. So, and then after that, you go play. So you do bunk inspections, which they come into your bunk, and if you have a dirty piece of clothing, it'll be -1 point maroon, -1 point gray.
So it's like Hogwarts type stuff.
Yeah, and then if your bunk is tied, for bunk inspections, what did we do? Relay races this year?
Yeah, so it was there's a big hill going down to the lake, and we did a race this year. It was you held a cup of water, and you had to start at the bottom of the hill and run up and down, and whoever had the most amount of water in their cup at the end won. It wasn't even who won. So
is it about speed or just?
It was about both. I forget what they judged it on, but
I'm gonna say it was ridiculous because it was me versus Luke Hagopian.
Ooh.
And Luke. So I went for it. Sprinted up the hill. I was crushing him. I was way ahead of him.
Yes,
but the water was. That situation was not too good.
Yeah.
There was not a lot of water in the cup left by the end. And Luke basically jogged up and he won. But he finished 10 seconds after.
Yeah.
You know what? It's a tactical move. It's a smart move.
And then, so after the bunk inspections, you play 2 sets of games. So our first game was, what was our first game? Second game was handball. Our first game was dodgeball. He cheated in dodgeball. That's another whole
How
nother
did he
story.
cheat?
He got hit, said he didn't, and that made it was an overtime.
So
we were down.
I'm guessing the refs. You had refs, right?
Yeah, but they were not.
And they were like,
They were
Alex,
not
you always say you didn't get hit. Oh,
don't
gotta worry about it.
It's either way you want to look at it. But we came. It was 5-3, and we came back to make it 5-5, and it was first to 6. And so we sent on our best players. They sent on theirs. It was, I think you guys had 4, we had 3, or it was 3-3. It hit Alex. They didn't call it. They called the game.
Played the whistle.
Gray counted before they could even count the numbers because they knew they won. They all got their stuff and ran out before they could say it hit them. It did anything. And then we were yelling at Alex. I was like, we hit you. We get back to the cabin probably an hour later. Alex goes, dude, I think that ball hit me. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, Alex.
So did Alex's team win?
No, because then when we played him in handball, we went into penalties in that, and
so you cheated and lost.
And he still couldn't hit a penalty against me because
I didn't cheat.
You guys cheated and lost.
Moral of the story:
refs didn't call.
Cheating does not work, kids. That is the moral of the story.
Hey,
cheating does not work.
Refs didn't see it. It's still fair game.
I'll say
we do have
a caller.
Right.
So
but if you finish your talking.
So I got instant karma, and later that night we played dodgeball. Ball flew right by me, didn't
Round
hit me.
2.
They called me out. So
was it
I was mad at the time, but
Alex in which game?
The second one was obvious.
They missed him.
It definitely did not.
I didn't see it. I was hyping my team up actually. I was the kid chief. So that was
the shepherd
fun.
of the flock.
And they Gray was all yelling. They ended up losing. And before the final score were announced, because they thought they won, they were screaming, "Warm the buses!"
Oh,
so why? And they were saying, "No, hey, goodbye." and they lost.
Don't celebrate too early.
That's exactly what I'm saying. No,
Right.
but that was so funny. So funny.
All right, let's
we want
get
to take
into
a
this.
caller.
Yeah, there's a caller on the line. Listen,
How are we doing the hell out?
let's
Just-
do everybody.
do
Let's do just
Everybody?
Yeah.
All right.
A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3. Hello. They better put that on like the real radio, like the Cat Country 98.1. Hello, you're talking to us on the radio.
Hello?
Hello, who's this?
This is the Tikas brothers.
Oh, wait.
Hello,
Hey, guys.
Nick and Emilio.
What's up, guys?
What's up? Yeah, I was just calling to say what's up to my boys, Alex and Tyler. You know.
Showing some love.
I just want to say that Gray should have won the Color Wars. Maroon
That's true.
won off of lunch,
Gray got robbed.
dinner, and breakfast because they were apparently more quieter than us.
Wait, so are you guys still mad about that, or?
Yeah,
Like-
yeah, pretty much.
And you guys only won because it rained. We would have destroyed you guys in the soccer game.
I will agree with that. I will gladly agree with that.
Yeah.
We kind of got bailed out on that one. Not gonna lie.
Hey, it is what it is. You guys won. We'll see you next year, right? We'll scrap up next year.
And for those of you
No,
who don't
I'm
know,
a senior.
Emilio
yeah.
was
Emilio's gonna
the
be a
senior
counselor.
captain this year. Sadly suffered
In
a
a
leg
scrimmage.
injury in a scrimmage.
Hey, man, sometimes it happens, but, you know, you won captain for a reason. I'm sure you're a great leader, and I'm almost sure that the team missed you. But, you know, we're looking forward to it. And what do you have to say about the team? You know, like, when you, as a leaving senior, what do you have to say? What are your closing remarks?
I'm so proud of the team. You know, they got me so far.
Uh-huh.
I tried to do my best to lead them. You know, even though I wasn't playing. You know, yelling from the sidelines, trying to do my best. But
Absolutely.
it was really fun. You know, I couldn't have asked for a better team. You know?
Yeah, 100%, man. Got to
We
show some
appreciate
love.
you, Emilio.
We love you.
Yeah.
Yes, from captain to captain, passing the torch. Awesome. Thank you so much, Amelia.
All right. Yeah.
And Nick.
And
Yeah,
Nick.
thank
And
you.
Nick. Thank you.
Oh,
You know what? I did it again.
Again.
I thought they were done.
And
they
you
were
did-
not
you did it to
done.
the grandma last
I
time
did it
too,
to.
man.
Oh, yeah.
right.
I wanted to shout out to Grammy. And I heard she may be watching. Grammy Haig, we love you. And I want her on the show.
I want to.
Mm.
I think we have her as a
If-
guest.
I think we have her as guest.
Lacrosse
If people
season.
think otherwise, or you know they want it for it, I'm open to hearing it. But I think she's definitely a possible
A
guest.
good idea is having grandma, granddaughter, Allie and
Ooh.
Allie's
Yeah.
that'd be a good.
yeah, they can double
Guest
up with
duo.
Mike over there, and then Livy and her grandma.
Yeah.
But
The grandma
it's
central.
difficult to choose which grandma to have on.
Yeah, there are two grandmas.
Yeah, so it's our time, but I think we'll push it back because I do want to ask you guys a couple more questions.
All right.
Starting off with Tyler, you know, bringing it back to the New Bedford game, the shootout. I was watching, and like before he shot, I was just thinking, that is a big net. There's a lot of places that ball can go, and there's a lot of places you need to be. And the weight of the game is on you. So how do you what are you thinking about while he's like standing there thinking about where he's going to shoot it and just like knowing how much responsibility you have? What do you think?
So, it's all about mind games. It is all about mind games. I've heard from my coach that a former goalie of his went up to the shooter and said, "My pet gerbil has hallucinations." That got in his head, kids skied it. They won. But nowadays that's a yellow, so it's not worth the risk. But I like to move on my line, make myself look big.
Yeah.
That way he's like, okay, he's gonna get there, so I have to play it faster, meaning it's gonna be less accurate. I think I saw the way his foot planted, I guess the right way. I mean, I'm used to the pressure. It's not like it was my first game under pressure, so.
Under pressure.
So then also as being a goalie with there's such a big net, are there any spots that like they never shoot, like they never go for?
I
Or not
mean,
really? Sure.
rarely, yeah. Like it's very, very, very rare that you would go right down the middle, which happened. But in my opinion, they had curve on the ball against New Bedford, and it looked like it was going to the right, but it curved to the middle. I don't know if that was intentional. I don't know if it was
Lucky.
awful penalty. Like I don't know.
Was there like bad weather?
No,
No,
it was just cold.
freezing.
It was just freezing cold.
Like, my hands were purple when I got on the bus. It felt like they were burning, but they were like, it was bad.
Yeah, I've been in your spot before. So they kick it from that yellow dot, the PK dot, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That's close to the net.
It
That is so close to the net.
It's a 77% chance for the shooter to score.
So, the shooter's going to...
You're supposed to score off penalties.
So do you kind of get, like, kind of luck or not really?
Luck, skill.
It's all it's all
so
it's all about where they look. Like,
it's all mental.
Do you like guess where? Like, not guess. Do you take like an educated guess on where they're going?
I do. I took 2 educated guesses that day. That last one, I didn't. I saw the way his foot planted, and I saw his eyes, because it's all about where they. So the first shooter, I thought he was playing reverse psychology. The first shooter put the ball down, and he was looking right where he was going, except he would look away every like few seconds and look back to it. And before he shot, I was like, okay, he's definitely like, go here so I can go over there. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go that way. He ended up missing anyways, but it's all about mind games. It's all about that. Like, I could have standed on one side of the net and done this, like go that way, moved to the middle, and gone that way and saved it. And I could have gotten in his head. There's just so many ways you can play it.
It's a huge part of sports is the mental aspect.
I will say, mind game is all where it's at. If you can get in their head,
game's over.
Game's over.
Game's over.
And I did this.
You could be the best athlete, but if you're in your own head or somebody's in your head, they'll make you look like you're in preschool.
Yeah. In tennis, you can attest to this. My mental game.
he is the zone. You are the zone.
I am the zone. You know, people are saying be in the zone, be the zone. I am the zone. So it's like just difficult, and my mental game most certainly compensated for the not lack. Like I could hold my own, but the mental game just gave me such an upper hand.
As a lacrosse defender, playing for a decent amount of years, 5 years, something like that. I've picked up some good mental games. I mean, the obvious just roll down their socks. Once do that, you're in their head. Their socks are messed up. I like to like just kind of poke their hand. Or just like put my stick on their hand, and they get mad. One time when I was playing club, I did that, and kid was like, he was a big kid, and he was like, I'm gonna beat you up, whatever. And I'm like, yeah, okay, that's what I said. And I will say, whenever I'm threatened, I act cool, but no, I was scared. He was like,
no, I remember walking to the door.
I kind of I tell on defense, like I'll tell the teammates around me, I'm gonna scream. Like you're gonna go down, I'm gonna scream and try and make them go offside.
Oh, the scream works.
And I just down it, scream, or the spitting technique. With the spitting technique.
Remember when you were on offense?
One time in practice, right? So my dad went up to John. He was on offense though, or no, he was on defense at the time. He was like, when the center's there, spit on the ball, make the center move his hand, or make like the defense move their hand. So Johnny's over here.
Okay, and then like 3 weeks later, I remember like, oh, Coach Hayes, he told me spit at the person, make them jump. It'll work every single time. So, but you're supposed to do that when you're on defense.
It was me, and I was the
was
nose.
It you?
Yeah, I remember getting your saliva all over my hand.
Yeah, but I was playing center, so I spit on his hand, and so even if he jumped backwards, it wouldn't have counted. Yeah. So I just spit on his hand for no reason, and he didn't even react. He just kind of like looked at it and was like, "Why'd you do that? like what was the point of that?"
The spitting technique, I've gotten like 5 people this season with it.
Wow.
Like their coach is like, "What are you doing?" It's like they're not going on tour or anything. I just go, and they go.
Yeah.
And it works. It really
so
does
for
work.
those that want to make their opponents mess up, spit on them.
You know what? I will say you were flustered.
I was flustered.
In game, you wouldn't have jumped off sides, but you know what? You've been like, what just happened? Yeah. And then snap the ball, boom. Up. Yep. So, all about mental games.
Absolutely. Do you have any more questions?
We are kind of pushing the time, so.
Yes. So, do you guys have any closing remarks? You, junior captain Alex Vecchioli, and you, Brick Wall, Tyler Rocchio. Any closing remarks? Anything you want to speak out to the public?
I'll say this season it was awesome.
Yes.
But we are definitely looking forward to next year.
Oh,
We've got I've said it before. Our sophomore class right now, our class, and the juniors have been playing together for a really long time.
The connections
we are tight knit, and it's going to be a problem.
What about?
Watch out for them.
What about the freshmen? Do you think there's going to be any freshmen that are going
to? I think the freshmen are definitely going to be on our team eventually. This year, not too sure. I didn't go to any of their games, so I don't know off the top of my head. Like, oh yeah, there's this one kid, but I've heard from other people that the freshmen are good players, and I would be very surprised if by our senior year we don't have a few of them.
Yeah. Somebody's calling in last minute.
Yeah. So do you want to take?
Two. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Two. We had 2 callers the entire night.
Yeah, let's take them both. Let's take them both.
Wait, at the same time?
Can we?
No.
Yeah, we could.
I think we could. You know what? Let me try it out.
Yeah.
Hello, you're both on air right now. Hopefully.
Hello.
Hey.
Oh wow!
Wow. It works. All right.
Since we're over our time, we're mixing you guys together. But like Connor said, who are we talking to?
You have to guess.
We are not doing that.
We can. There's no way.
It's Livy and Allie.
Oh, hello, Allie. How did you
now
on
Grammy.
Oh my goodness, Grammy!
No way.
Hey, you guys hung up on me the last time. That makes me real happy.
You know what? That is 100% my fault. I am so sorry, and I promise it will not happen.
And your invite was very nice, except I'm the corn on the cob kind of. A little bit. And then you talk about spitting on people, so I'm confused.
We won't do that ever outside. Just like, in a competitive, fun situation.
If we ever had you on the show,
competitive.
Oh yeah, I bet you are. If we ever had you on the show, you would see the most respect you've ever seen out of 4 young men. Yeah. I guarantee 100%. I guarantee
I can't believe we have that. I mean, we were just talking about having them two at the same time.
Lucky.
This is amazing. I couldn't have not have asked for something better. Thank you so much.
You are one of our #1 fans. We love you, Grammy.
I can handle you guys. I drove a school bus for 34 years.
Oh, wow.
I deal with you.
The more we learn.
All right, Grammy. That's enough.
And then Livy and Allie. Go ahead.
I enjoyed your show. Thank
you so very much,
Thank you for
Grammy.
supporting us. It means a lot.
We love you, Grammy.
And Livy and Allie, sadly you're seeing your season come to an end. Do you guys have any other last remarks after that hard-fought playoff game?
Did you cut him?
No, I cut.
No, we're here.
Okay.
I thought I cut.
All I have to say is I'm going to remember that season forever.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah, very fun.
Yep. Well, thank you guys so much.
And
Allie, your grandma stays top dog. Your grandma's the best. I want her in the studio ASAP.
Okay, next time she visits.
Absolutely. All right. What are the odds, right?
We were talking about that.
That is sick.
Your grandma is always clutch, coming in last minute.
Yeah, way last minute. We love Grammy. She likes to make it interesting. Well, thank you so much, guys.
All right, we probably should.
Thank you for having us. Should wrap it up. You guys are awesome guests.
Bye, guys.
Oh, bye. Yeah, you guys are awesome. You guys are awesome guests. We'd love to have you on, and good luck in the further seasons.
Thank you.
Excited to watch you guys.
Yeah,
really.
I think we made a name for Attleboro.
I want to see
you guys.
I know I'm going to see you in the gym, but I want to see you in the gym too. I want to see you hitting leg day every day.
Dude, I need to rest. I'm hurt right now. I have my whole body is hurting.
Yeah, I know.
I was playing through too many injuries.
Man, take a week or two.
You're fine.
Hit the gym, man.
Thank you.
Just like Connor, hit the gym like Connor. And
I've lost 10 pounds.
And Johnny.
Amen.
All right, yeah. So again, thank you guys so much for coming on.
Thank you for having us. Thank you.
And again, like usual, we are always on 7 Tuesdays. So just join us next week. And thank you guys so much for listening in. And that's it. Thank you.
Good night.
See you guys.
Thank you.
That was great.
That's amazing.